I'm so flattered when people save letters. I save everybody's letters. So anyway, I'm going to end with this because it's as pertinent as it was when I wrote it 20 years ago. I said, you're the perfect example of what the best in a young Dallas woman stands for. Beautiful, charming, active, and one who is making her life count. And I can say that today and 10 years from now. But thank you for what you've done for Callier and everything else. So you come, and then my better half's going to give you the award.
Really, Ruth Lesser. It's a great pleasure to give you this. You have earned it beyond measure, and your contributions are also beyond measure. And we wish you enjoy this, and you put it in beautiful flowers for you personally.
Thank you. Thank you all, Callier, for this award. Ruth, thank you for those very generous remarks. I only wish my mother was here, but she's not. But my husband, David, is, and my sister, Carolyn, is, and our daughter, Maria, and her husband, Kip, are, and our son, David, and his wife, Emily, are. So I am very appreciative for all of them being here, and also to each of you for being here. I must add my thanks to our dear friends, Sissy Cullum and Betsy Cullum, for their leadership today. They have spent many months ensuring that this luncheon would be beautiful and successful, and I must say they achieved both. So thank you both for that. I am certainly humbled to receive this award named for two very esteemed people in Dallas, as well as Dallas icons. I tell Ruth just about every time I see her that Dallas doesn't run without her. And most of you in this audience know Ruth as I do, and I'm sure you would all agree with me that Dallas does not run without Ruth Altshuler. Ken has been a loyal and stalwart board member and a very integral board member of the Callier Foundation Board for many years. And as you just heard, they established together the Ken and Ruth and Ken Altshuler Callier Cares Award, which Callier Cares Fund, which affords opportunities for those to receive treatment at Callier who otherwise would not be able to. When I joined the Callier board in 1994, as a result of the Crystal Charity Ball funding Callier's cochlear implant program in 1993, the Callier was building a sound foundation, and they were setting long-term goals. But one of the things that we, the board, felt was that Callier was a very well-kept secret right here in Dallas. Callier probably then was better known nationally and internationally than right here in their own backyard. So one of the things that we as a board determined to do, or wanted to do, set out as our mission, was to advance the Callier's awareness in the community of Dallas. Now we all know that advancing a university or advancing a school within a university takes more than one person. It takes a team. And thanks to our visionary president of UT Dallas, David Daniel, to Hobson Wildenthal, our visionary provost, to our supportive and encouraging dean, Dr. Burt Moore, and to our executive director, Dr. Tom Campbell, for his daily determination. In Callier's case, to a team of clinicians, teachers, and researchers, to a dedicated staff, to a long, determined volunteer board, and to many other friends and donors to Collier, I am happy to say that in 2013, Collier provided over 48,000 patient visits. It enrolled 573 graduate and undergraduate students, up 56% in 6 years, I might say. And also, Collier was ranked by U.S. News and World Report as their programs third in the nation in audiology and 11th in the nation in speech-language pathology. So that's pretty good. So our secret is getting out of the bag, and we are becoming a little more known right here in our backyard, but we have far to go and much more to do. There are still babies being born profoundly deaf. There are still people of all ages in serious need of cochlear implants and other hearing devices. As we just heard from Terry, there are many others with speech and hearing impairments and disorders. And there are many families with autistic members who are in desperate need of direction and service. King George IV, who ruled England and lived between 1762 and 1830, said, and I quote, "The highest of distinctions is the service to others." Because this award, the Ruth and Ken Altshuler Collier Cares Award, was established on the tenet of service to others, I am deeply honored to receive it and most gratified to receive it and recognized in this particular capacity. I do want to thank my husband David for his 52 years of encouraging me to be a volunteer, for supporting me in my love of and my dedication to Collier, and for affording me the wonderful and very fortunate opportunity to get to be a volunteer. In closing, I ran across a wonderful quote the other day from Gandhi, the revered leader of India, who unfortunately was assassinated in 1948. I think his words were so profound and yet so simple. And he said, "The future depends on what we do in the present." Simple and very profound. So I interpret that we must keep continuing to advance society, and we must keep attempting to improve the quality of life for all, because the future depends on it. And I say thank you all for this beautiful award in Ruth and Ken's name, which I shall cherish forever. And thank you each and all for being here today. You are advancing the future, and you are improving the future for all mankind through your support of the Collier Center. Thanks.